he's got the rocker bar on the passenger side getting welded up. And then after that, the diagonal bar. And then that little connector that goes from the cross member to the leaf spring perch. So he's going to be welding all that up. And we'll lift the floor up and do the top part. Okay, so we got passenger side rocker bars in, diagonal bars in, the kicker bars in. That came out real nice. He's doing the other side now. Doing the other kicker bar, and then we'll put the other seat bar and diagonal bar on that side. Well, once he's done welding that little spot, we'll tack the other ones in, and we'll lift the floor up and weld all the top side. Alright, so now we're putting in that rocker bar and that seat bar. And then the diagonal bars go across that. Alright. Getting that in there. That's done. All that done. Got that one in there done. And I'm starting to make the two bars that go down. So we got the top end cut that goes across the main hoop. Now we're getting the length to go across that bar. And that'll be the two rear section bars. And then we're going to go lift the other side up and start welding it from the top of the other side up. And we got a few more things to do before we can actually bolt the floor down, or weld the floor down. Alright, so I'm going to cut these up real quick and see how that goes. We got these in place. Got that level, right? We got them marked. We got them at 24 inches apart. So the outside of it's 24. What they do is they call these 22s. Okay?
Right, to center.
So 22 to center. And then we got 2 feet and 2 feet here. So that's actually straight. We got them squared up with the top of the main hoop. Level, we're going to tack those in place. And then we'll go tack the inside in place. But I just wanted to show you how much room you got now. So from the quarter panel, right, to this bar, that's how big the wheel tub is going to end up being. It's almost 23 inches, 22 3/4. So let's just call it 22, okay?
Right.
Because then the wheel well goes down a little bit. 22 inches. If you're putting a bigger tire than that on there, you got problems. But that's how big it's going to be. If it's got to be bigger than that, then once we put the back half in, we can cut that up on the top and kind of reverse this situation and put the thing around and make the tubs come back and around and over the top or something. But you ain't putting no bigger tubs than that in there. That's huge. That's a huge tub. Okay, that's a big tire.
All right.
Right?
Yep.
So let's tack this in place. Josh is going to tack these in. Daryl took off. He'll be back in the morning again, so we're just going to get it tacked in place so I can keep making other bars and make sure this is good. I'm going to end up making that side bar on the passenger side next. The X bar's all done. We all got them all cleaned up. So right now we're just going to tack this in place real quick. All right?
Maybe I might need ours for this one. I might need ours for this one so I can get around to the back and already have the helmet down for the
give it a good tack for now, and then we'll go back around it later.
Yeah. good?
Yeah, we're good. You're making it alright. This side's done. So he's got this side back, tacked back in. Going back on that side, make sure it's good. And then we got it marked where it's got to go. It's marked right there. So the edge, from the outside edge to outside edge, is 24 from center. And then the top, once he tacks that, so we clean those spots again because we had painted that bar, right?
Alright, that's tacked in.
And then what we're gonna do is square them back up, make sure these are at 24 and those are at 24 square. And that's it. So when it gets back halved, it'll end up getting an X bar here.
Alright, I'm doing
Those-
these.
Yeah, let me just make sure they're on the money. Hold on a second. Alright, so like I was saying, so he's gonna tack that in place. You're gonna put one tack on one side, and then we're gonna check the squareness. Alright?
Okay.
Did you hear me?
Yeah.
One tack, very small. This way, if we have to adjust the top, we can adjust the top. But we already checked it for squareness before he's tacking it, but we're going to check it after he tacks it, in case anything moves around. So what I was trying to explain was what happens with this is once we back half it, those are going to get nipped off at whatever height the two rear rails come up and back. So the 4-link brackets and everything will be here. That comes up and over, right? All that'll be gone. It'll go up and over, and it'll intersect with that back tooth, right? We'll nip that off with the notcher at the right angle, and the other tube will sit just square into it like that. And then this will get an X to that. And then all the attachments from the sides and the upper and lower, and then it'll get like a ladder from about where this tray is to the back, all the way back to the top of the trunk. So that other tube, that other frame rail will come back here like this, and it'll probably sit about this high, and then we build a ladder, the ladder out here to it to reinforce everything. It'll basically be a tube chassis car with a floor in the front half of it anyway. So it'll be pretty cool. Alright, he's getting that. Let me check that again.
One side.
Alright, we got that one. It's nice and square. My boy, he's getting it, man. He's gonna be an awesome fabricator. All right, so that's tacked in, and as soon as he's done with that in there, tacking that, we're gonna come over here. He's gonna tack the other top. I'm gonna check the squareness of this one, and then he'll be tacking this one from the bottom. Get the other side going. Looking good, man. Hopefully in the next couple of days all the welding will be done for the cage. We're gonna put, when he's done tacking that, we're gonna put this front clip on. So we're gonna put the clip on and then put the tranny up in place, square that all up so we know the X is gonna be next. That's what I'm gonna be making hopefully tomorrow morning. If I get enough time to put all this together, we'll do that tomorrow morning. So I'll have it all set by the time Daryl gets back. Because then that's the only thing left to do is put the X's in it, and then he can weld everything like from the top and bottom with the floor up. And then hopefully we can finish that up and put the floor down one last time. I hope. We'll see. Still a lot more to weld, a lot more bars. You got the shoulder crossbar, the little uprights on the sides, and most of that could get welded. can actually do that. With being able to move the floor, it makes it easier, but we'll see. Alright? Alright, so you got that one tacked in there.
That's all tacked in.
And still gotta make this X bar. I got part of it done. Gotta match that up. Alright, so we got those tacked in place. We got this front clip on real quick so that we could do this X bars underneath. So we're gonna slide the tranny over here. Try to put the tranny in place where it needs to go. We might have to actually
Bolt it all.
might have to bolt the motor in place or something to make sure it's in the right spot. We might have to do that. All right, well, let's see what we gotta do.
Alright, so I measured a block, so, because these brackets could have went either way, so that's the way the mid plate goes. Sitting inward.
Mocking it all up real quick
So,
because it makes a difference with this tranny where the tranny's gonna sit.
looks good under here, Dad.
Yeah,
Sweet.
all right, so now we know the tranny sits here.
And then
We'll put the tranny up, make sure it lines up, put a couple bolts and nuts, nut and bolt, whatever, so we know it's flat to this.
Yep.
And then we'll see how much room we got, and then the X bars will start going from here to there. We got to put these caps back on the frame rails too.
Yeah, and then we're gonna measure where it goes.
All right, let me get out of here.
Never mind, don't matter. You can see.
There's your mom.
Oh, there's Mom now. Dinner's ready. So where you are? Here, let me come on that side. We're cutting the. We gotta cut the floor. I'll answer. Hang on, we'll be in like a little bit after I get this video. We're taping off where the floor is going. Yeah. Okay, bye. Alright. So now we're gonna cut from this spot and basically raise the whole tunnel up about 2.5, maybe 3 inches. Because it don't fit.
The other floor had this section cut out of it, and they had like a
Right.
piece of aluminum over here.
Which that's where it's
So the
hitting.
tranny's actually touching the, like right here.
Yeah.
So we're gonna cut this like this, all the way up to here. All right, follow that down like that, and then raise this whole thing up. So like just straight up, and then fill it on both sides. We'll cut these off.
Then you can fit whatever you want in there.
Yep.
Alright.